Hi, I'm Joe from Screw Innovations with another Night Power Sports product. This is our Honda Display Lights Upgrade Kit. This kit will go on in between your actuator lid and your actuator housing. So whether you have our tank lever design, like this Honda Foreman has, or our side shifter design, which isn't on this vehicle, this kit works on both of those. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box. Get our thank you card, a sticker, a card saying to go to the website to get this video that you're watching, and of course our safe box. If you don't know what this is, make sure you check it out. A connector, screws, and 3 O-rings. And this is the part that makes your display lights work. So now let's go ahead and install it. So I've already taken the seat and the side plastics off. If you're unfamiliar with how to do that, you can reference the Sure 4 installation video where I show that step by step. So now that we have that done, we're gonna first take the lid off of the actuator. So I have a 5/32 here. I'm gonna take out these 4 screws that hold the lid on. Okay, with the screws out, take the lid off. Your bearing may come off with the lid, or it may stay inside here. You want to take this off. If there's a little bit of oil inside your actuator, that is okay. Some oil can get in from inside the differential. So discard the old O-ring and put a new O-ring on the lid. The bearing, if it was on your actuator, take it off of your actuator. And right now is a very good time to double check your adjustments. Put it in 4-wheel drive. Make sure that this lines up with this when you're in 4. Make sure that this tick mark here lines up with this when you're in 2-wheel drive. And you can make adjustments with this. If you don't know how to do that, you can refer back to the installation video to see exactly how to do that. So the next step is going to be to take this part, the O-rings supplied, get installed on here, just like that. The 3rd O-ring that came with the kit is a replacement for your actuator. If you take your actuator off, you can replace the O-ring that's on there. I'm not even going to take it off, so I'm going to leave the one that's on there. This bearing that was in your actuator is going to go in here, and this part on the back here, you can rotate that by rotating this, and you can see how that rotates there. You're going to need to line that up with the slot in the actuator. So in the 2-wheel drive position, you can see that it is horizontal. And so you're going to take this part and rotate it all the way counterclockwise. Then look at the back and go a little bit clockwise to get it horizontal. Now, when you assemble this, you'll feel this slot slide into that slot on there. So line this up, push this on. May need to rotate it just a little bit to get that slot to line up. And just like that, you can see them flush over here. It's all the way on. And this is locked in. Now you can check. It's going to be hard to see in the video, that part rotating, but if you rotate your 4-wheel drive knob, you'll be able to see that rotating. So I'm not rotating right now. The gears are crashing, so I need to roll the quad just a little bit. There we go. I needed to move it a little bit in order to get the gears to line up so they slid together. So you can see now from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive, that part is rotating. You can even hear the micro switches clicking. Okay, next we can put the lid back on with the new O-ring with the 4 long screws that came with your kit and a socket. No bearing inside here now. The part inside that housing rides inside here. So So we'll put the lid on just like this. Okay. Next, we're going to plug the light upgrade kit in. So on this vehicle, we have already put the plug in where the actuator was plugged into. So the actuator was plugged into here. This came with the Sure 4 manual 4-wheel drive kit. So we're going to remove this. Like that. Could put a little dielectric grease on there now. And then plug this in to here. Just like that. Use some zip ties to clean that up. Move that away from any moving parts. Next, we're going to come up here. Remove this piece from here, and this is where your 4-wheel drive switch would have been plugged into. This has been removed when the tank lever was installed. That's why this plug is here from the Sure 4 kit. So we're going to remove this. This piece is supposed to stay in there. If that comes out, keep that gasket in there. And this goes back in this direction. That should not pop out, that should stay in. And it should look like that. Then we take this, which came with your kit, plug this in, and that's it. Put this back on, use some zip ties to clean everything up. Now we can show you that your display lights are working. If we come over here, turn it on, you see nothing on the display. That's what it looks like when you're in 2-wheel drive. Then we shift to 4-wheel drive, and you see that came up right there, 4-wheel drive. We'll do that one more time. Back to 2-wheel drive, that goes off. 4-wheel drive, that goes on. Diff Lock, now it's not going into Diff Lock. So we're going to turn the bars and roll the quad just a little bit, and that'll get that to slide in. I'm just going to drive it a little. That just slid into Diff Lock. It just needed to move a little bit, and now you can see 4-wheel drive and Diff Lock. Back to 4-wheel drive, back to 2-wheel drive. Turn it off so you can see there. There's Diff Lock, 4-wheel drive, just 4-wheel drive, just 2-wheel drive. All right, all set, button it up, ready to ride.